The bankroll is $500. It's mid-shoot entry. The number of players is 3 players. I begin with 3 chips, staying true to the strategy. Player has a strong bust card of 6. The second player has a 9. The third player has a 10. The dealer has an 8. First player has 16. Second player has 19. Third player has 20. The player needs to know if he can hit 12, 13, 14, 15, or 16. Hitting, however, he has 16, and hitting 16 is pretty difficult, so he's not going to check the shoe here. He'll do it later. I'll probably stop telling the values of the other 2 players and just randomly break them or hit them or stay or whatever that needs to be done to keep the play as accurate as possible. The dealer has 18, beating the player. The player's making some pretty big moves here, so he puts out a $100 bet, hoping to win the second hand. The player has an 8. The dealer has 10. The player has 16. The dealer checks the hole card for BlackJack, nobody home. The player has 16. He needs to know if he can hit 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. However, 16 is pretty hard to hit, so he's not going to check it again. He stays on 16, hoping the dealer somehow busts. The dealer has 15. The dealer has 25. The player's stay pays off. $100 win. Player reduces his bet to $100, feeling out the shoe. The player has a 4. The dealer has a 4. The player has 14. The player has 14. The dealer shows a bust card of 4, a weak bust card. The player needs to hit 12, 13, 14, 15, or 16 to check it. However, since the dealer has a bust card, he's just going to stay on 14. The dealer has 7. The dealer has 15. The dealer has too much. The player wins $100. The player would like to double his bet to 200, the table maximum. However, he's won a few in a row, so he's just going to reduce his bet to back to $100 and wait his chance to go big with 200. The player has 10. The dealer has 9. The player has 12. The dealer has an unknown number. We'll just pretend that didn't happen for the demonstration purposes. And the player needs to know if he can hit 12, 13, 14, 15, or 16. 12 is a pretty good number to check it with. So the player hits it to improve it. Player has 17. 17 is next to impossible to hit, so the player will stay with 17. The dealer has 19, beating the player. However, the player was able to hit 12, 13, 14, 15, or 16, so he will continue to do so for the remainder of the shoe. The player reduces his bet to $50, staying true to the strategy and feeling out the shoe. The player has 9. The dealer has 10. The player has 12. The dealer checks the hole card. Nobody home. The player is going to hit 12 because he was able to hit 12, 13, 14, 15, or 16 before. If you can hit it once, you can hit it again. Hitting it for fun. The player has 14. 14 is hittable, so the player hits it for fun again. 20. That was fun. The dealer has 16. The dealer has 18. Player wins $50. Player's here to play. He increases his bankroll, or his bet, I should say, to $200, the table maximum. The player has a 3. The dealer has an ace. The player has 9. Insurance open. Insurance closed. Nobody home. The dealer has a strong ace, so the player's not going to double his $200 bet. He's just going to hit 9 and hope the dealer busts, or he gets 19 and beats the dealer. Hitting it for fun. 12. We are hitting 12. Hitting it for fun. 20. That was fun again. The player is feeling confident about his strategy. The dealer has 19. The player wins $200. That was 2 in a row, so the player reduces his bet down to $100. He likes to stay aggressive in this shoe. It's paying pretty good. The player has an 8. The dealer has a 10. The player has 18. The dealer checks the hole card. Nobody home. The player cannot improve his hand, stays on 18. The dealer has 20, beating the player. The player still likes the shoe. Puts out another $100 bet. The player has 5, the dealer has 10, the player has 7. The dealer checks the hole card, nobody home. The player is going to stay on 7. He's going to use what's called lucky 7 strategy. He doesn't want to hit 7 or 17 because they're both junk hands. So he'll just stay on 7, lucky 7. The dealer has 17, beating 7. However, hopefully the player thinks he has set the shoe for his advantage, and he's going to make a $200 bet on his next hand. Player has 9, dealer shows an ace. Player has 19. Insurance open, insurance closed. Nobody home. The player cannot improve 19, he stays. The dealer has 7 or 17, soft 17 must hit it. 13 hits again. 15 hits again. 20, beating the player. Lucky 7 may have hurt the shoe and not giving the player advantage anymore. The player needs to make up his $200, and it's been a while since he won one, so he puts out 200 more. He's about to lose everything. His bankroll is dwindling. Player has 10, the dealer has an 8. The player has 18. The player cannot improve 18, so he stays. The dealer has 15. The dealer has 25, too much. The player wins $200 and continues to play the shoe. Player puts out a $200 bet, hoping to win 2 in a row and improve his bankroll as the shoe dwindles down towards the end. The player has 10. The dealer has a 7. The player has 13. The player is hitting 12, 13, 14, 15, or 16, and 13 is hittable because it's fairly low. So the player hits it to improve it. 20 does improve it. Dealer has 16. Dealer has 26, too much. Player wins $200. The shoe's towards the end. However, the player's going to stay true to the strategy and reduces his bet to $100. Player has 3. Dealer shows an ace. Player has 5. Dealer checks the whole card for BlackJack. After asking for insurance, of course. Anyway, dealer does have BlackJack. Player loses $100. The shoe's getting down towards the last hands. The player makes a move, puts out $200. It's got nothing to lose. Player has 9. Dealer has an ace. Player has 19. Insurance open. Insurance closed. The dealer checks the hole card. Dealer has blackjack. Player loses $200. Shoe still dwindling down towards the end. The player puts out $200 hoping to win something this shoe or go home broke. He still got some money to play with. So he puts out his $200 bet. Player has 7. The dealer has 9. Player has 17. Player sees a 4 out already, knows he can't hit 17, stays on 17, hoping the dealer busts somehow with 9. Dealer has 19, beating the player's $200 bet. Player should stay true to the strategy, but he knows that the shuffle bot may get him next shoe, and knows that this shoe is his only chance to break even or get a little bit ahead. He makes a $200 bet again. Player has 6. The dealer has 10. The player has 9. The dealer checks the hole card for blackjack. Nobody home. The player hits 9 against the 10. Player has 10. Player hits it to improve it. 18. Cannot improve it any further. Stays. The dealer has 20, beating the player. The player goes all in with $75, going home broke. Player has 10, the dealer has 10. Player has 20. Last hand of the shoe. Dealer checks the hole card for blackjack. The dealer has blackjack, sending the player home with nothing. Going home broke. Thanks for watching. See you next shoe.